Hello folks, welcome to GingerLion's Agrarian Skies spoilers. This is an episode attached to making the smeltery, because I'm going to spend a little bit more work on that this time, but I wanted to show you how to make the next necessary items for the quest line, which are fluiducts and a pneumatic servo. Fluiducts are very simple to make. Their recipe is simply some lead and some copper? I thought it was tin. I guess I'm wrong. Lead and copper. I have lead. Let's grab some copper. But all of these are available simply by crushing X-Nilo ores and then smelting the remains. So, let's go ahead and make the fluiducts. And I'm going to make one stack of them. And the servo, which requires one redstone, but it can be made with silver, it can be made with iron, it can be made with bronze, invar, aluminum, or steel. I do not recommend steel. I do recommend aluminum when the opportunity presents itself, because you're going to have more aluminum on this map than you know what to do with. Invar is a good replacement when you find yourself with the need for lots of iron, because iron is a rare resource of all things on this map. And where is it? There we go. I was adding 2 molten iron and 1 molten nickel, 2 iron bars and 1 nickel or ferrous ingot bar together produces you 3 invar, which basically allows you to stretch your iron a little further in those circumstances where it works. So I actually consider it cheaper than iron, but it takes some resources to build. Now, let's go ahead and redstone, glass, and in this case I'm going to go with iron because it's the most ubiquitous at this point. In a little while it won't be. So let's grab ourselves that servo. Oop, that was not what I wanted. Recipe. And I'm going to take that whole half stack because I'm going to use a bunch of them relatively soon. Hey, look, it's raining. No, it's not anymore. So, that's the items necessary to complete this quest, and I'm going to claim the reward. Anyone who has no interest in seeing how I'm going to finish off my smeltery can definitely sign off right now. But that's the next thing that I intend to do. So, here we go. After eating that life, we're up to 5. That's a good place to be. And I'm going to toss this reward bag in here. So now, with the fluiduct in place, item duct is not far away. The item duct recipe is tin and lead. What you're going to want to do for the moment is set yourself up a barrel or a chest or something with a whole bunch of cobblestone in it. Now, you're going to need to get yourself at least 1 bucket of lava and place it somewhere like that. It will flow. Flowing lava is a perfectly acceptable heat source for a crucible. Those crucibles are now item functional, and this layout, now you're going to have to make yourself a crescent hammer, which is tin and 3 iron. Again, a relatively cheap recipe. Right click on here. You now have that set to pull out. It's going to need a redstone signal. I actually put this in the wrong place. It's going to cause me a little bit of a problem, but that's fine. And I'm going to grab some cobble. Not lava. I have more than enough of that. Cobble. Place it right here. Place a lever on top of this, which is really a stick and cobble, cheap and easy. And now this is going to export cobble into these, which if you give it just a second, because you see that number ticking down, it's going to fill these with cobblestone. Perfect. Now, the next thing that we want to do is take those fluiducts that we just made and run them along here, and then to the smeltery seared tank. And we want to switch all of these to out. Now, I made servos, so I'm going to use them. If you were a little smarter in this layout and moved that over one, you'd be able to fit a lever in here, and you could just use levers for this purpose. As you see, levers will do just fine in applying a redstone signal to an item duct or a liquid duct, but I'm going to apply servos because I have them in hand. Kick this, ignored. On all of them. And now you have fluid being pulled out. You'll notice that there is now lava in this tank. This smeltery is now usable, and this is the way we're going to get our metals. Now, I'm just going to prove something out really quick. Let's drop 9 of those in there. Just let them melt up really quick. I'll be right back once they're done. There we go, folks. We have ourselves molten tin, 9 ingots of it. If I come over here and whack this faucet, it does not work. So I'm going to grab myself a pickaxe and move them. I'm going to have to put something so that we can see these for the next episode. So let's go ahead and place this. It clearly has to be placed exactly one underneath the faucet. And then when you right-click the faucet, it will pour out whatever's inside the smeltery. So there we are, folks. A functional smeltery. We'll come back next time. By the way, this casting basin is extremely useful because you can pour out any metals. They come out very quickly, and you get full blocks. So this is a very quick way of dumping things out of the smeltery. If you put a hopper underneath and a chest, you got an automatic way of pulling things out. See you next time.